Welcome everyone to the Monday Night Wars. This is WCW side, week 41, July the 15th, 1996. This is the 44th episode of Nitro. The 41st week they've gone at it, but the 44th episode of Nitro. Nitro beats Raw for the 5th week in a row with a rating of 3.4 to 2.6. Beating Raw, as this is one of the most significant Nitros of all of them. Maybe the very most due to what happened 8 days ago at Bash at the Beach, and now how we get Hogan. We didn't get him the night after Bash at the Beach last week, but we get him this week. So through 41 weeks, Nitro has 22 wins, WWF has 17 wins, and there's 2 draws. And this Nitro did a 3.4. We're live from Orlando, Florida's Disney MGM Studios, again and outside Nitro for the second straight week. For the first hour, it's the living legend Larry Zbyszko doing color commentary with Tony Schiavone doing play-by-play, and then the Heenan and Bischoff take over hour 2. Zbyszko asks if this new world order is going to get bigger and bigger, and will there be a fourth man? So that's what you do. You build intrigue from the get-go. And they said they should show up tonight, but nobody has seen them yet. The Steiner brothers take on Fire and Ice Train and Scott Norton. Scott Steiner and Scott Norton trade blows, 2 big power wrestlers in there to start. A snapmare by Norton grounds Steiner, and a facebuster slowly goes to work on Scott. Scott choked on the ropes. Scott Steiner fights back with an overhead belly-to-belly, and then Ice Train tags in and tried to fire him up. No pun intended. Fire and Ice as Scott Norton tags back in, and we go to a commercial as Norton and Ice Train have a little bit of a war of words. Teddy Long comes to the ring to scout things. Ice Train with a power slam to Rick Steiner here nearing the end. Ice sends Rick there. There's a big splash, a beautiful belly-to-belly by Rick Steiner. Ice Train ate a boot in the corner, and then another scoop slam by Rick. Scores him a near fall. In the end, Norton back in, and Ice Train accidentally landed on the wrong man. He landed, he slammed, he went to slam Steiner, and he ended up slamming Norton. Ice Train wasn't the legal man, but got pinned anyway, so referee Nick Patrick was confused. Steiners get the win after the belly-belly to suplex at 10:43. I rated the match a star and a quarter. Kevin Sullivan says Jimmy Hart has a plan to take care of Hogan. Jimmy Hart says he will take care of the Horsemen, as he is part of the Dungeon of Doom. Big Bubba talks trash, as does Sullivan. A Glacier vignette plays. Then Teddy Long walks up to Fire and Ice, who just lost to the Steiners. And Scott Norton of Fire Ice says, people better stay out of his way, including you, Teddy Long. And Teddy Long says, I'm not looking to get in your way. I just want you to say you guys are a great tag team. You don't need to stop being a team. And Scott Norton shoves him in the face. Teddy Long falls to the ground. That was rude. Dean Malenko takes on Billy Kidman next. Jimmy Hart sounds like he was trying to recruit Malenko as he comes to the ring. 1 week removed from that classic with Rey Mysterio Jr. where he took his Cruiserweight title last week. Billy cut Kidman with the thunderous clothesline. Malenko with a big elbow and drop. Standing switch applied. Malenko went to the legs. Man, does Kidman look young. He looks like he's 15 in grade 9. But, yeah, he's in there with Malenko, who has an ankle lock, and he torques the ankle some more. Grapevine's the leg, and then he catches him in a powerbomb, and then a series of cradles and near falls where they roll each other up. A running bulldog by Kidman, and then a side suplex. He goes up for the shooting star press, but misses it. Malenko clotheslines him in the corner and lands a huge suplex, then a powerbomb, then a variation of a powerbomb with a butterfly into a Texas cloverleaf. Malenko makes Kidman tap at 5:13, rated at 2.5 stars, too short to be anything greater than that. Football player Kevin Green is interviewed by Mean Gene saying training camp's coming, but he was betrayed by Hulkamania like everyone else. But speaking of backstabbers, Hulk Hogan let him down, and Mongo McMichael is going for him. Harlem Heat come out to defend their titles against the tag team of Rough and Ready. It's Dick Slater and Mike Enos of Rough and Ready. They're challenging Harlem Heat for the tag titles. Sister Sherry's on the outside with Colonel Robert Eaton. Colonel Robert Parker. As Eaton's a member of the Blue Bloods. I got confused there for a second. Booker drops to the floor and Enos is there. Dick Slater gets tag team and he tosses Booker out of the ring. Booker and Stevie Ray with some good double team moves. Side scissors kick. Enos power slams Stevie Ray and Booker T on the outside while Sherry kisses Slater out of nowhere. Dick Slater got kissed by Sister Sherry. Booker T rolls him up from behind and gets the victory. Harlem Heat are the winners at 7:39 as Sherry kissed Dick Slater and Sherry walks away with Harlem Heat. I rated it a star and 3/4. A Rey Mysterio Jr. video package is shown. We're approaching the second hour of Nitro as Medusa takes on Malia Hosaka from Japan. Medusa runs into Hosaka's spin kick. Hosaka choked her out on the middle rope, and then Hosaka came back with a Boston Crab. Hosaka with a swinging neckbreaker, but then a senton splash is missed. Medusa almost in the corner. We're 40 seconds from hour 2. Medusa ends up getting the win at 407 after a suplex with a bridge. I rated it 2 stars. It could have been better if it went longer than 407. Pyros go off from Disney's MGM Studios for hour 2. Hall and Nash are up on the top of the stage area, and they're spray painting NW, and then they're going to spray paint an O. Fans chant Diesel, Diesel. Meng with Jimmy Hart took on Arn Anderson here. So it's the Dungeon of Doom versus the Four Horsemen. Battles within battles while the NWO was on the show. Battles within battles. On a night where Randy Savage, Sting, Flair, the Giant all weren't here, it would be these guys going at it. Meng have his way with Arn, but Arn, the power wrestler, comes right back, sending Meng to the corner. A near fall, Arn Anderson tossed to the outside. Fans chant Razor. Meng with as the Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were always at the top there. Then they walked down and went to the back parking lot into a limo. Meng with vicious chops takes a shot to the face, then a thrust kick by Double A to Double A. Lateral press and a 3 count. In the end, Meng wins at 10:58. A big upset at the time. 2 stars. Deborah and Mongo cut a promo about taking their career accomplishments. Then we got Benoit versus Eddie. A really good match in the series with Benoit and Eddie. They promote Hog Wild while Guerrero comes to the ring. Benoit has the weight advantage, so Heenan says he has an advantage. Benoit with a high kick, then sent Benoit to the turnbuckle. Then Eddie, then knife edge chops, a headbutt, then an Irish whip, spine first to Eddie Guerrero. Benoit with headbutts to Eddie. Chris slammed him into the throat to the canvas floor. A stomp by Eddie, and then more chops, a front face lock, and then a top rope slingshots him backwards like a lariat from the top rope from Benoit to Eddie. A snapmare and a reverse chinlock by Benoit, driving his knee into the spine. Chris then with an inverted side slam attempt. Eddie landed on his feet. Then Eddie with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker attempt, but Benoit landed on his feet. So this time Benoit went for a powerbomb, but Eddie with an arm drag takeover takes Benoit to the outside of the ring, and Eddie comes off with a crossbody splash on the outside. What an offensive exchange that was. Eddie with the rolling senton came into the ring with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, but he connects this time. Benoit is vicious, sending Guerrero to the corner with the hard chops and a side suplex. He gets a camel clutch on Eddie. This is just awesome wrestling here. The counter wrestling is unbelievable. Guerrero with a side suplex to the Horseman, Benoit. Eddie then gets kicked up by Benoit. Chops both ways. The impact was off the charts, as was the near fall. Benoit does the throat slashed on. A backbreaker to Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero up top with more right hands to Chris Benoit. The thuds are real. Hacking and slashing are both guys to each other, as commentary mentions. Benoit slammed Eddie on his head. Malenko comes from the back, and Eddie and Benoit were brawling on the floor, and Malenko shoves Benoit into the ring post, so Eddie Guerrero beats Benoit at 9:38 by countout after the interference from Malenko. So that was a great match. 3 stars and 3/4 for that match. Another Glacier vignette plays before the main event of Luger and Big Bubba for the TV title. Luger defends his TV title against Big Bubba, who's got Jimmy Hart with him. This one got underway, but the NWO came in and crashed the party, so it ended up being a no contest, as Luger was dominating Big Bubba, but it ended up being a no contest as the NWO pushed their way into the ring. The show ends with the NWO cutting a promo in the ring after Luger round. Hogan cleared Luger, and Hogan sucks chants rained out. Hollywood Hogan says he wishes he did this 2 years ago with the Outsiders. They shall rule the wrestling world. Gene says, what about the kids? And Hogan says that they did the chairs, trading prayers and vitamins, but then they had the gall to boo Hogan. So he said, these fans can stick it. If Savage blames me for his divorce, he can stick it. Hogan says he made wrestling, and the NWO is going to rule wrestling. That's a paraphrase. Hogan says, I'm going to build my empire, because wherever Hollywood Hogan goes, pro wrestling goes. I rated this Nitro an 8 out of 10, and it won with the ratings 3.4 to 2.6. This was by far one of the most entertaining Nitros they have been so far with the NWO, and it's only going to get better as the NWO continues to grow. I'm Brett Mix. Thank you for watching this review. Hit like and subscribe as the Nitro reviews continue. Thanks for watching.